Hi guys, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to work on one of my large portulacaria afras. It is, right now it's a little overgrown. I'm trying to size control it. It's towards the end of October and I'm getting ready to bring my trees inside for the winter. And this one is a little out of control. Let me show you at the top here. So right now this tree is standing about 2.5 feet tall. So once I prune off those top pieces, it'll probably end up being about 2 feet tall. So let me go ahead and get in here and get started on it. Okay, so like I said, I know you can't see the top, but I showed you that earlier, but I'll go ahead and cut those off. But this is a large portulacaria that I purchased from Weigert's, and I was really happy to get it. And I mentioned this in previous videos, and I'll link those if you want to go back and kind of see the earlier progress on this when I unboxed it and the first pruning, stuff like that. But this is a tree that got hit with some squirrel damage. So you can see this big chunk here. It got a hold of some of the roots too, but not quite as bad. But this big chunk is definitely the worst of it. And so I think I mentioned it in my last video, but I'm calling this my quote unquote lightning strike tree. So it kind of looks like maybe where some lightning hit it and damaged it. So that's kind of what I'm calling this tree from here on out. But I really like I mean, it's got a nice root base on it. Trunk movement's really nice. Like I said, I was pretty happy with the tree when I got it, and then the squirrel modified it for me. But you know, things happen, and you just kind of roll with the punches and move on. But so first, I'm just going to take some of these tall shoots back. Like I said, my main goal is just to size control it a little bit, just so when I bring it in, it'll fit on my indoor benches a little better. Because you know, being 2.5 feet tall, almost 3 feet tall with some of these shoots, it's a pretty sizable tree to bring in. Just getting some, kind of doing a profile prune to start with. Take some of these shoots back. As you can tell, some of these shoots got pretty long. It's probably been a couple months or so since I worked on it last. Kind of liking the way this is looking, more of a natural. Because I do wire some branches occasionally, especially on some of the younger portulacarias, because they tend to grow with such a straight trunk. I like adding movement in mine, but this one's already got some decent movement. So I think I'm going to probably try to keep it clip and grow, I think, for the most part. But we'll kind of see where it goes. I may have to reposition some branches in here, but I'm going to try to see what I can do with it on a clip and grow for now. At least that's my thought at the moment. Like I said, this first pass is just taking the long shoots back and kind of looking at some of the branches as I go to see if there's anything crossing or anything that I need to take care of. I'll get these shoots back first and then kind of go back in and take a closer look. And I think, even though this branch is sticking out quite a bit to the right, let's see, there's some damage in the back here too. I was leaving these branches just to maybe try to help heal some of that, because I've got these 3 branches here. I've got this one, and this one all kind of close together, and I don't know that I need all 3 of those necessarily. So I'm trying to decide if I want to leave those for now, leave the length on this one just to try to fatten this one up, because I want this one to be fatter than this one, or at least as fat, if I keep this branch with it, which I think I will. I like the, because it grows up and it fans out really nice. It's got some nice branching on it. So if anything goes, it might be this branch here, because it doesn't have a lot on it. And this one fans out quite nicely too. I just need to thicken it up. But since I'm still trying to heal some of these wounds from the squirrel, I might leave that branch, especially as we're going into wintertime. Maybe in the spring I'll cut that off and then let it kind of heal over. But here's a sprout coming out in the front. I don't want that there. And here's another one coming out where I cut a branch off earlier. You can see this is kind of dried up and it pops off. I've got a little bulge here. And if I didn't have all this damage down here, I would probably try to carve that out and let it re-heal. But I'm just going to leave it for now, since this tree is still kind of in healing mode. But it seems to be pretty healthy. Just kind of going in here and taking some of these back a little shorter, just so they'll continue to ramify and branch out. The top's getting nice and dense. Yeah, I think I don't know. I'm not very patient when it comes to clip and grow, because I see these branches here, and ideally I would like to have it a little flatter, even maybe down a little bit, just to show more age in the tree, because I think the tree looks older when the branches are kind of horizontal or even drooping a little bit. Plus this adds a little more width to the tree when I bring this down. Just makes it look like a more mature tree. But I don't think I'll wire it today. Like I said, my main goal is to get these trees cut back just so they fit inside easier. Just taking the top down a little more. Got some of these little shoots coming out in interior of the tree. Let's cut some of those back right now. Get in here and take the top back a little more aggressively, because it tends to grow back the fastest. So you can be a little more aggressive on the top. Plus it's got a nice dense canopy, so let some light get down in there, especially since it's going to be under artificial light here another few days. Yeah, like I said, I think I will leave that branch just to try to thicken that branch up the best I can, and then decide if I'm going to keep it what I'm doing over there. But it still bugs me that it's congested like that, but I don't want to take it off yet until that does a little more healing. There's probably other stuff I could do in here, but I think I might save that for another day. Just taking a look, see if there's anything else. This one here is just kind of growing down, but again, it's growth on that overall branch, so I'm just going to leave it to see how thick I can get that. All right, I think that'll just about do it. And like I said, my main goal today was just to get it size controlled, knock some of those tall shoots back so they'll fit on my shelf better. And we accomplished that, so I think that'll do it. So let me give you a quick spin around. There's the front. There's the left side. There's the back. Right side. And back to the front. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.